Hello. I always wondered how these in the press in the fridge things worked. Hang on now, and I make this a little bit better. There's a whole load of things that have been going on for me, and I figured I'd make it all into kind of like a chatty video so I could fill you in. I did a poll on my Insta stories last week and I asked, were you interested in more recipe videos, or would you like to alternate the chatty videos and the recipe videos? And I think it came back at about 13% of the people who voted wanted just recipe videos, and everybody else wanted kind of chatty videos and recipe videos. So this is going to be one of my chatty videos. So go and make a cup of tea and let's have a chat about the things that have been going on for me at the moment. Actually, I think I might go grab a cup of tea myself. I'm back and I have tea. Okay, you may or you may not have been following my whole kind of running journey thing that I've had going on. I'm training for Dublin City Marathon, which will happen towards the end of October of this year. And in the lead up to that, I've been doing loads and loads of runs. I have lost an awful lot of weight. And I did kind of like a running update video a couple of weeks ago. But last Sunday, I posted a photo of me that was taken. Hang on, I just put this tea down. Last Sunday I posted a photo that was taken of me at the finish line of the Great Ireland Run in the Phoenix Park. That was the second 10-kilometre run that I had done. No, that's not strictly true. That was the second 10-kilometre race that I had done, because I've done plenty of runs between now and then, but it was the second timed race, kind of competitive race. I'm not doing these races to win them. I am under no illusions. For the most part, I'm coming in towards the back of the pack, like towards the end. In fact, about 5 minutes after I came in on the Great Ireland Run the other day, they started talking about winding it up because most of the finishers had already come in. I'm doing them to challenge myself. I need to get used to running with lots and lots of people. The Great Ireland Run was a great opportunity to get used to that. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't pay the same money again. I didn't find it to be great value, but it was a great run. The 10 kilometres was fantastic. I really liked the 10 kilometre distance. The first 10 kilometre run I'd done was the Balbriggan Cancer Support 10 kilometre run, which was on St. Patrick's Day. So this is my second one. And the photo that I put up, I really kind of went outside of my comfort zone. It had been taken by a photographer at the finish line. I was really concerned about how I looked. I felt that I didn't look the way that I want to be. And I suppose many of us, when we look at our photos of ourselves, we think we really don't look like the way we want to. But then I took a second look at it and I realised that, you know, this is the body of somebody who is making a change, who has lost 2 stone since Christmas, who has born 2 children, nurtured 3, who's really, really committed to running and to making a change in her life. So I put up the photograph, even though I felt very, very vulnerable about putting it up, and oh my God, lads, ladies, women, I can't even, I put it up late at night, and I said to my husband, look, sure, I'll just put it up, and it shows my milestones, my journey along the way. I went to bed that night and I had already begun to see like loads and loads of likes and comments coming in, and I couldn't keep up with them. And then I got up the next morning and the following day, and oh my God, I've never ever experienced anything like that. I normally write about food, I normally write about recipes. People talk about my recipes or what they've cooked or what they think of what I've come up with. I don't normally expose myself so much, I don't normally show so much of myself. And I was really buoyed by the comments and the feedback that I received, which is why I suppose in many ways I've decided to make another chatty video. I can't get over this. Like, this is something I'm not used to. So over the next couple of weeks, on Tuesday, let me just check the calendar because I live by whiteboards. In case you don't know, I live by whiteboards. Love my whiteboards. On Tuesday the 24th, I will be running the 5 kilometre Malahide Community School Wellbeing race, which is going to run from the community school down around the castle and back up again. If you're around, do come and join me and say hello. I have met so many people over the last couple of weeks who have been following me, my journey and what I've been doing. I've met people at races, I've met people at park run, I've met people while I've been out walking and training, and people encouraging me and telling me that they're following what I'm doing. And to every single person who I've met and who's been encouraging and spoken to me about what I'm doing, thank you so much. It means the world to me. I can't begin to explain how supportive it is. And if you're at the 5 kilometre run, do come and say hello, or maybe you might decide after you've seen this video that you might like to come and join me with it. Then after that, starting on the 6th of May, because I've nothing better to be doing, and I'll come back to that now in a second, I will be running 10 kilometre road races every Sunday for 5 weeks. So on the 6th of May, I will be running in the Drogheda 10k. The following Sunday after that, I'll be running a 10k in Newbridge House in Donabate. The Sunday after that, I'll be doing a 10k in Santry Domain. The Sunday after that, I'll be doing a 10k in Malahide Castle, back to my home turf. I originally grew up in Malahide and I still work there. And then the June Bank Holiday weekend, I'll be doing the Women's Mini Marathon. If you're around for any of those races and if you'd like to join me, just send me a message and let me know. I'd love to say hello to you, cheer you over the finish line, or say hello to you at the start line. If you're interested in learning what I'm up to, I will put up my runs and how I'm training and all that kind of thing on social media, so you can follow if you're interested. If you're not, just that's totally fine with me too. And then in other news, last week I got the most amazing email, and I'm probably going to get, as per usual, totally emotional because, okay, I am me, Wholesome Ireland is me, there's nobody else here helping me. So when I talk about stuff that I'm doing, this is me, this is really, really important to me personally. 6 odd years ago, I started writing the Wholesome Ireland blog, and I never dreamed that I would get this email that I got last week. Last week, I got an email inviting me to join the Irish Food Writers Guild. You could have knocked me over with a feather. Like, I am totally and utterly blown away by that. There are very few bloggers involved in the Irish Food Writers Guild, although there are some, of whom I'm proud to call them, many of them my friends. I never ever expected to be included in the Irish Food Writing Greats. It's a massive, massive honour for me to be invited to join the guild, and of course I accepted. I have had the most amazingly wonderful, empowering week, and in many ways that makes the struggle with the dishwasher in the house even more kind of like it holds it in sharp relief. So that's where I am this week. I've loads more to share with you. I've loads of kind of tips around feeding your family on a budget, and my husband's trying to come in the door while I'm recording my video. I've loads of tips around feeding your family on a budget, baking tips, shopping tips, loads more to come. If you have any questions you'd like to ask me about feeding a family on a budget, shopping tips, baking tips, meal planning, starting out running, when do I sleep? I don't know. When do I sleep? Just comment below, let me know, send me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As always, you find me on all platforms. Just search for Wholesome Ireland. You'll find me. Twitter is @WholesomeIE. Instagram is @Wholesome Ireland. I'm putting out Insta stories every day. Facebook is Wholesome Ireland. YouTube is Wholesome Ireland. And the blog is wholesomeireland.com or wholesome.ie. Thanks a million for listening. I'm going to go back to this cup of tea before it goes cold.